Okay, so we're going to start with this ocean currents map here. And you'll notice that I traced my path in pink highlighter to make it easier to see. So we're starting over here. And remember that this end, where this arrow ends off, connects over to the other side of the map, right? Because the world is round, so if you could fold your map up and go all the way around. And then it follows along this path here, pops back over to the other end there, and then comes around the bottom, picks back up over here on the other end, and then travels up through to end right here at the coast of the United States. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and trace your path. Remember that your path has to follow the direction of the arrows which show the currents, because it can't travel against a current. It has to travel with a current. All right. So once you do that, once you finish your ocean currents map, then you're going to complete the paper that looks like this. Okay, and you're going to start by filling in. There's three things that you're looking for. One of them is the ocean currents that your rubber ducky traveled with, the oceans that your rubber ducky traveled through, and the countries that your rubber ducky passed by. Don't forget, we're looking for countries, not continents. So you're going to need to look up another map of the world that could help you to find those countries. And I just looked up a world map on YouTube, and that was no problem. So you'll notice that when I'm starting right here, and remember, we all have to start in Hong Kong because that's where the crate of rubber duckies tipped over. Okay, so when I start over here and I'm going from Hong Kong and I'm hopping on, it says N Pacific. That stands for North Pacific. Those are the currents. So over here for number 1, I'm going to fill in North Pacific, right? And then the ocean that it traveled through, I looked on my map, and this is the Pacific Ocean. And a lot of times those are going to match up. The currents are named after the oceans. And then the country that it passed by, right here, this country that my rubber ducky passed by is Japan. So that's what I'm going to fill in. North Pacific, Pacific Ocean, Japan. All right. If you continue along the pathway of my rubber ducky, remember he comes out on the other side here, and we're still on that North Pacific pathway here. All right, so I'm going to write that down, North Pacific, and then we're still in the Pacific Ocean here, and then we're passing by the United States, California. So I wrote down California right here, and then it's hopping back on this new current, and this one is the equatorial counter. And now we're heading into the South Pacific Ocean, and we're going to pass by Peru. Maybe we'll see some llamas there. You never know, right? And so mine continues all the way, following all the different pathways, the ocean currents that I've traveled through, the oceans, and the countries. And then I put at the very end that my rubber ducky, after it ends up in its spot right here, it hops on the Gulf Stream and it ends up in Maine, United States. So put where your ducky ends up. Now remember, don't do the same path as me. You have to pick some other countries and other places. Yours should be original. It shouldn't look like anybody else's on there. So I hope you're doing well. I hope we're learning a lot about ocean currents, and more later. Bye.